Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Ethically Attract Higher-Paying Clients Without Being Pushy or Salesy. Now today we are going to talk about a topic that comes up a lot. It might be something that you're struggling with right now. It's something certainly that people who I talk to are struggling with, and certainly something I had some challenge with myself, and that is turning social media activity into paying clients. I don't know about you, but my personal situation, a little while back was you could spend, and people I talk to, you can spend hours and hours and hours, posting blogs and commenting on people's posts and engaging and trying to go back and forth with folks. And at the end of the day or the week or whatever, spend hours of time and not have any real paying clients or anything to show for it. And that can be frustrating because for me personally, I knew social was a big part, or should be a big part, or at least a part of my game in terms of getting clients, but I wasn't really sure what exactly do I need to do that doesn't involve me spending 38 hours a day getting clients, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that. We're going to turn our attention to a platform that I don't talk about a lot because I just don't use it a ton, but I think is important if used the right way, which is Facebook, and specifically Facebook groups. Now, for those of you who have seen me in the past, if you've listened to our podcast, which is Brand and Grow Your Coaching Practice, or maybe listened to me speak or been on our webinars or whatever the case may be, you know that I personally think that Facebook groups are the new email, okay? So remember when email came out 10, 15 years ago, and it would go through, people would open it, there were no spam filters, you had a high response rate, that kind of stuff. Well, I think Facebook groups is in a similar situation. Not Facebook proper, Facebook groups. And as a result of that, I spend a good bit of my time on social trying to get people to my Facebook group, as well as obviously with the end goal being to get them to a discovery call, or what I call a laser coaching session. All right, so let's talk about what you can do with your Facebook groups, because I know some people are listening, they're like, Brian, that's fine. I have a Facebook group. I was talking with a client of mine about this like 4 or 5 weeks ago when she just signed on. She's out in Canada. She's like, I've got this group of I think she said 100 people. I don't know if that's right, but let's say 80 to 100 people. And just they don't really do anything. And I'm having a devil of a time, with that. What should I be doing there? All right, so let's talk about that, because some people are coming in there I've tried it and it hasn't worked. Here's the simple trick in order to increase your paying clients from social engagement, social activity, I should say. On your group, there is an option to have an initial question. You can actually have 3 questions. You can go to it, let's see, you set up the group. I'm just looking at my computer right now. You set up the group, and then what you do is there is under edits, you just put down, you got to scroll halfway down, and it says ask a question. So there's some functionality where you can ask people up to 3 questions. What I do is I ask people 1 question. Just started doing this. So for the first 100 people or so I had in my group, I didn't do this. I'm doing it going forward, okay? And the question is, for me, it's going to be, hey, this is exactly what I wrote. Hey, quick question for you. When it comes to getting higher paying clients, what do you think are one of your top 1 or 2 challenges? And then what I did was I had fill in the, check boxes. I did 4 things. So I said, I'm just reading this right now. I need to get better at the money conversation with prospective clients. I need to increase my reach so that people are even aware that I exist. I need to, have more clarity around my message as a coach. I don't know if people really understand what I do. And the 4th one is I need to better leverage social media so that they can actually turn into paying clients. I put 4 choices. You can put 3. 5, I think you can even get away with, okay, but I did 4. Now, Brian, why is this so important, and how does this help me turn social activity into paying clients? I think part of the problem with having a group, in terms of why a group doesn't work out, is because we make it too easy for people. And I hate to say it like that, but we don't let them tell us why they're there in the first place. In other words, we need to give our group, my group is How to Get Higher Paying Coaching Clients. That's my group, okay? And I need, as the group moderator, I need to make it so that the people coming into the group acknowledge that they have a problem, right? So what I used to do in the past was I was like, come on in, this is fine, blah, 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 blah. blah, blah. And then I wonder, and maybe you too, why your group doesn't turn to clients because they never acknowledged that they had a problem. All right? They never acknowledged that they had a problem. So what you do is you have a question like this, and you just say, listen, you're not getting into this group until you answer this question. Okay? And then depending on how serious you want to get, I personally keep a Word document. I probably should do it as a spreadsheet, but I keep a Word document of who said what, okay, and how I can best work with them. And then what I say, so if somebody says I need to have a better, deal with the money conversation, what I'll do is I will say, oh, okay, great, let you in, have a couple, a post or two go out, and I might direct message them and say, hey, listen, I know you were having some challenge with this. This one might really help you out. Boom, meet them where they're at. Not pushy, not salesy, but meets them where they're at, positions me as a trusted authority, shows that I know what the heck I'm doing, and now I can set up for a conversation for a discovery call, and from there, I can have a conversation about being a client, okay? So the quick point that you can do is, if you don't have a Facebook group already, set one up around your topic. Once you do that, then create a question, just one, with 3 or 4 or 5 checkboxes that essentially says, quick question for you. What is it that you think are your top 1 or 2 challenges? And from there, I am telling you, the people will answer the question. Now, if they don't, you message them and you're like, listen, I'm waiting for your response. And you don't let them in. Don't let them in until they actually answer the question. And then you can start moving forward. And then if you're me, you keep it on a Word document and you are good to go. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.